Hello everyone, if you are new here, my name is Anna, I'm a classical pianist, and today I would like to discuss quite a large topic of physical aspects when playing an instrument, and particularly the piano. I would like to talk about a whole system that was made to help pianists to overcome different blocks of the muscles, some pains and specific hand problems, and also to help pianists to feel more comfortable and relaxed while playing and practicing the piano. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel and put the notification button not to miss my future videos, but also because it's really helpful to grow this channel. And for now, let's get started. There is an important disclaimer I have to do in the beginning. So if you are a pianist, and especially if you are a young pianist who practices a lot and you have already some hand problems and you feel uncomfortable while playing, please contact your teacher and talk about it. I don't want to scare you, but hand problems can be quite dangerous for a professional pianist, and at the same time it's almost impossible to overcome them on your own. So please consult with your teacher. Maybe you can even do together these exercises with your teacher that I'm gonna show you in this video. Or you can also contact me and I will try to help you, to consult you on your problems. We will just check together what's going on, what's wrong, and how can I help you. But please just don't wait and don't think the problems will be gone on their own. You definitely need help in this case. And now into the topic. In this video I will talk about a whole system that was invented by a Russian pianist, Anna Schmidt-Shklovskaya. And she was not only a great pianist and a teacher herself, but she also suffered from hand problems and muscle blocks while playing. She's been suffering for many years, and she came to an idea to help herself and her students with these problems, and she invented this whole system of exercises. So she decided to go deeper into the topic. She did a lot of research and she helped herself with these problems and also hundreds of students with theirs. She also wrote a book where she describes her life way and gives lots of examples from her teaching experience, but mostly important, she gives a bunch of exercises to solve almost any kind of technical problems while playing the piano. Another great thing about this book is that you can do these exercises with a 5-year-old kid, you can do them as a grown-up concert pianist, and you can do them, let's say, as a 70-year-old amateur who just enjoys playing the piano. So the exercises, let's say almost all of them, are great for everyone. And this book is unfortunately not translated into English or any other language as far as I know. So maybe I should think about doing a proper translation of this book in the future. But for now, you have this video. This book consists of two parts. The first part is about exercises that you can do without piano. I will talk about these exercises one by one, showing them today in this video. And the second part is actual exercises on the piano that will help you basically with any kind of technique. It will help you to understand your body, to understand how your muscles of hands and fingers work, and of course to help you overcome your problems. And this video is already uploaded to my Patreon, plus there will be a few more because there are so many of these exercises, and you can just choose what is good for you. And in excess, like a monthly subscription to my Patreon costs you less than a cup of coffee in Starbucks. So yeah, you can just check it out and see if there is something for you interesting on Patreon, and you will get an access to many different videos. And I also plan to work even more in the future on producing videos also for Patreon. First of all, I would like to start talking about your posture while you are playing the piano, because if you don't sit correctly, any exercises will unfortunately be useless. So obviously you need to sit straight when you are playing the piano, but at the same time you should also be relaxed, especially here in the upper part of your body, in your shoulders. There is a very common problem of pianists when they put shoulders up while playing, which blocks your whole body immediately. So if you solve this problem alone, of course if you have it, it can already make a huge difference in your piano playing. Then please take care that you sit not too low, not like that, but also not too high, so that you kind of have a 90 degrees angle here between your hand and your shoulder. Also, you should not sit too close to the piano, to the keyboard. Again, you see the angle is getting smaller, and of course also not too far away. So this kind of posture is probably perfect. Just maybe you can keep that in mind and try just to film yourself. You will probably see your mistakes if you have any. Please also take care about your neck muscles. Your neck should be relaxed, as well as your chin. Many pianists tend to block their muscles there. And also take care about the breathing, that you don't stop breathing while playing. It's also a common mistake. Another important thing, it would be ideally if you sit with only half of your booty on the chair. Why? Because when you sit like that, 100% of your weight is concentrated in your booty, and it's impossible to control it. And you actually need to have your weight in your feet and in your hands. The best is if you can sit that way, so you can stand up at any time. Of course, when you are playing in upper register, you kind of roll to your right half of the booty. When you play in the lower register, you roll onto your left half. So please use your whole butt while playing the piano. Please also take care that you don't play with your elbows like kind of glued to your body. It creates another block in your muscles. There should always be some air between your body and your elbows, and it will give you lots of freedom, power and relaxation while playing. Now let's talk about your hand position. Your wrist should be on the same level with the keyboard, not lower, but also not higher. We can touch the keys in quite a different way, but never like this. So actually not with your fingernail, but with your fingertip. And we also don't play with the fingers that are way too flat. Ideal position for your hand is the same position when you just let your hand like hang down, so your fingers should be just slightly rounded. How do we move the fingers? Think about how would you take something, for example a glass. As you can see, you use your whole finger coming from your hand palm. That's the same movement you should do when pressing the key. Last but not least, any kind of sports is great for improving your musculature and for better understanding of your body. I think the best for pianists is probably swimming and yoga, but whatever you enjoy is great. Now let's start with actual exercises. I think that many of them may seem to you like really easy, maybe useless or funny. I know this feeling because I started doing these exercises together with my teacher at the age of 14, when, as far as I remember, I had major problems with my techniques and I had a lot of muscle blocks, and they improved my technique dramatically and helped me a lot. So don't underestimate these exercises. Mainly they just teach you to strain and then immediately relax your muscles, like different group of muscles, which I think is the main ability for playing the piano. So let's start with our exercises. In the beginning, we will work on relaxing the muscles of the neck, arms and shoulders. So you inhale, come up on your toes, slowly and smoothly. Relaxed arms you put up, the hands hang freely. Then you easily spread your arms to the sides, and when you exhale, lean freely forward and drop your relaxed upper body down heavily. Lower your head as well. In this position, let your arms swing until they stop. The second exercise is easy. Just turn your head freely left, right, down at the same time, taking care of your posture. The third one is a breathing exercise, and it's very similar to how they teach us to breathe while meditating, if you've ever done that. It's very important when playing the piano to breathe calmly and silently, not to hold your breath, especially in climaxes. Without raising your shoulders, take a deep breath so that the lungs are fully filled with air and the chest expands. The exhalation should also be silent and calm. After a short pause, inhale again. Do this exercise counting, for example, until 10. Again, do not forget to take care of your posture. The next one is a bit a weird one, but it helps you to feel your whole body. So you need to put your arms up and to shake your fists like that without putting up shoulders. Try to do it quite powerfully and to feel your lower back muscles. The next one is also a funny one. So you imagine you would hold a towel with your first and second fingers like that. Your elbows are a little bit rounded, just like while you're playing. Turn left and right while still holding the imaginary towel. While doing the next exercise, you will feel how your whole arm is working. So first you start with putting your hands on your knees, like that. Then you put them on the keyboard and then on the music stand. Just slowly, very relaxed, then back and again on your knees. Draw with your second, third, fourth or fifth fingers any rounded lines, feeling how your fingers is, so to say, extension of your hand, arm and shoulder. Now make circular motions with your whole arm in both directions. Do not put up your shoulders. Active supination and pronation, a very important piano movement, something like what you do when you lock and unlock a door with a key. You use this movement while playing arpeggios, trills, tremolos and different groups of notes. The same movement but with your arms hanging. This one will help you to relax your hands. Wave your fingers freely, just as kids do when they say goodbye. The next exercise is for stretching your finger muscles and the palm of your hand. So you kind of just stretch your fingers like that. Take care you don't put your hand wrist up. Now we will work specifically with your fingers. So first you hold your hand like that, and now you put one of these 4 fingers together with your first one. Almost don't bend the fingers. They should be like the one whole thing. Put your fingers all together like that and then open them fast and lightly. This is an exercise just for your fingers, so don't move your wrist or your hand. The best way you can do it probably is on your knees when you kinda drop imaginary notes from them. Put your hands on your knees again. Try to keep your hands very relaxed and slowly move your hands forward and stretch your fingers at the same time, as you would do when you try to unwrinkle, let's say, trousers. The next one is moving your fingers in some kind of fan-shaped round like that. Take care that you only move your fingers. Roll some kind of tiny little bread balls between your fingertips. First your thumb and your second finger, then thumb and third finger, and so on. As another variant of this exercise, you can just press your fingertips into each other. To better feel the keyboard, we do this funny exercise when we kinda pet the keyboard, just if it was a cat. The next exercise will help you to feel better the weight that you put into the keyboard and into the keys. So you sit down sideways to the keyboard or to the table, and you put your whole arm on the table or to the closed front panel, how I do. So you basically like just lay down on the panel. Now you slowly lift off your body, starting from your shoulder, and while you do that, feel how the pressure, like the weight, is coming from your shoulder to your arm, then to your elbow, forearm, your hand, and finally your fingers. Imagine how you would pat a friend on the back and do the same with the piano, like kind of telling it, good guy. This helps to feel the power in your muscles when they are completely relaxed. And now you give an applause to an imaginary musician, but not just a regular applause, you also need to make a circle in the air like that. Control that your hands are relaxed and the applause is very light, not the one you will give to Sokolov. Put your hands onto the closed piano front panel as you would do that when you play a chord. Feel your strong fingertips. Now swing your hand and arm into different directions, trying still to stand on your fingertips. The very last topic is not actually an exercise, but I would still like to discuss it with you, and it is pedaling. It is of course more about the right leg, but it's basically absolutely the same also for the left leg. It's just that we use the right pedal much more. So it's very important to understand that in order to deal well with pedaling, you need to put all your weight into the heel while your foot and your leg are staying relaxed. The best is if you touch the pedal with that part of your foot where you can feel quite a big bone, and not with your toes. They are just too weak for that. Don't put your foot away from the pedal, even if you don't need it in some moments or even parts of the piece, and also avoid the knocking sound. So basically we are done with exercises that you can do without a keyboard. The main part of these exercises that will actually help you to improve your piano playing, your technique, are waiting for you on Patreon. I will upload a few of them in the next weeks, and the first one is already waiting for you there, so I hope that you can at least take a look, and yeah, see you there or in my next video here on YouTube. Bye!